Oh, hey everybody, I'm Jason Holcomb, announcer here at KMRS KKOK, and October is upon us. October means different things for different people. For the farmers out there, it means harvest time. We want to wish a safe and prosperous harvest out there for our local area farmers. For football fans, especially of the high school variety, it's Friday Night Lights and the glory on the gridiron. Good luck to our local area football teams as well. And for the kids, Halloween at the end of the month, trick-or-treating. It's also that spooky time of the year for people who love Halloween and horror movies and such, which I count myself among. And, well, for me, especially because I'm kind of a late bloomer into being a baseball fan, but I always look forward to October baseball, and this year especially because the Twins are on the verge of clinching the American League Central Division at the time of this recording, and their magic number at this time, 3 games, so it should be pretty soon. Minnesota will be celebrating another divisional crown, and well, the postseason hasn't been great for the Twins as of late. They've been in a drought since 2010 in victories in the postseason, but let's see if they can turn things around. We don't know yet, obviously, who they're going to be facing, but I do want to take a look at some of the prospects this year because it's been a rather cool year if you're a baseball fan like me and scoreboard watching, because right now in the divisional race, the East still kind of up for grabs. Baltimore only has a 2.5 game lead and their magic number is 9. Tampa Bay not too far behind. Also, just as amazing to see Baltimore. They've had a very rough stretch over the last few years, and now they're on the verge of clinching the division. They already punched a ticket to the postseason, as did Tampa Bay, but the East still up for grabs. The West also still up for grabs because in the West, Houston is leading Seattle and Texas only by a half game. And that is pretty surprising. It's been back and forth in the West, and it's just been so cool to see. Their magic number is 11, and there's still quite a few games left in the season. So we'll just have to wait and see how the West was won in the American League at the very least. The National League, it's been more one-sided. Atlanta has already claimed the division in the East in the National League, and also the Dodgers once again in the West. Milwaukee is just 6 games away from clinching the division, and also a surprise in the wild card. That's been the more thrilling part in the National League, has been the wild card, pulling that up right here, because in the National League, it's been back and forth between Philadelphia having a comfortable lead and for that first wild card spot. Arizona and the Cubs and Miami are in the mix of things only by a half a game for Miami back with that third wild card spot. Arizona only half a game in the second wild card spot. So very interesting right there. The American League, the wild card has been, well, that first one has already been, it's going to be either Tampa Bay or Baltimore because their league's ahead of the other 3 contenders. Meanwhile, Seattle, Texas are tied for that third wild card spot, and Toronto, hanging in the thick of things, it has a pretty comfortable lead in that second wild card spot. But we'll just have to wait and see when the dust settles who is going to be facing who in the postseason and who will make the cut. And I'm just excited to see our Minnesota Twins. They're pretty much going to make that the division, and then they'll face off against question mark. But you will catch all your postseason action right here on KMRS 1230 AM, 107.7 FM, your home for Twins baseball. Go Twins!